Hello, gamers. How's it gaming on this game evening? Yo, what's up, JJ? Welcome. How are you doing on this fine Friday evening? I think it's evening for you, right? You're where? You're Puerto Rico, right? Puerto Rico or Porto Rico, as my grandmother would say. We are going to be playing the Stanley Parable. As you can see here by this wonderful, you are playing the Stanley Parable. Leaving in a couple days. Ooh. This is, I believe, okay, so it's like pretty famous in like the gaming sphere, but I've never played it. I just know that it's like a comedy, but also maybe a little existential. So we'll see. And what's great is you guys can't see it because I already did it, but there's a thing here that says, oh no, in options, if we go down to extras, there's an achievement. And I was like, what is it? It was started on disabled. And I was like, okay, is this just an achievement for turning this on? There it is. Oh, yeah, got Achievo. We did it. First achievement down. Saves disabled. You're supposed to be able to go. I'll leave that off just in case. Cuz it shouldn't be too long. I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to get on in here. Cuz it's such a I was like, "Hey everybody. Come bother me." Let's see. I'm going to put that in there. All right. This is one of those games where it's like, I think you kind of have to be there for the beginning to fully get it. Not that it's like story heavy or anything, but I think the bit starts like immediately. And so the more people that are in on the bit at the beginning, the more fun they'll have, I think. Whoops. Oh wow, this has just been sucking on ice. I've got my water. I've got my iPad set up so I can see le chat. I've got a Baja Blast. A Baja Blast. Can you hear like office sounds, by the way? Just like in the like, can you hear just like general background noise? Because that's good if yes. If not, I need to turn it up a little bit. I turned on subtitle. I fiddled with the options a little bit before this, so we should be good. I did like a test recording to see. So hopefully we don't have any weird sound issues or anything like that, and everything works great. I immediately adore this, that the computer screen is just showing the game, showing the game, showing the game, showing, like, I like that. And that's kind of the tone of all this. Oh, I was like, why can't I begin the game? Okay. We'll give it one more minute for everybody to kind of load in. So how's your day been, JJ? You been doing all right? Been chilling. How's school going? Got home from school, fell right asleep. You know what? Sometimes it be like that. Those are like the best kind of sleeps too, where you're just like, you get home and you're like, I think I'm just gonna, pretend to be dead for a little while. Alrighty. Been about a minute. We are gonna go ahead and get going. Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna burp because this Baja Blast. I was right. Okay. Let us begin the game. Let's hope this goes well. End is never, the end is never, the end is never, the end is loading, never. I've never watched... I've seen, like... I think I saw a review of this game back when it came out. But I've purposely avoided watching people play it. Because it's one of those games where they're like, well, the bit is like, you need to experience it. And this is an old game. They just remade it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Good for Stanley.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Huh. All right. Hey guys, what's anybody?
All of his co-workers were gone.
My
What could
door.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This do be what work is like. Not really. I'll be
matter how hard
honest.
Stanley
Ooh,
looked,
what is
He
this?
couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Not at the moment, I don't. I'm sorry. Let's see how this goes. This is... I'm gonna turn off all these computers. Because, like, I don't know, they're wasting power.
Stanley went around touching
Does
every
everything.
little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I think it does advance the story in any way, actually. Be my Valentine, huh? I don't know. Ooh, who's this? Can I not? That's interesting. How far down the hall is this? This is very odd. What does that say? No, it just sales this quarter. I don't think I have
When
Whispers
Stanley
turn
came to a set
on.
of two open
I'm sorry.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
On his... You know what? Let's believe the narrator for now. I could have disobeyed right there, but I think I'm going to stick to it for a moment. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you, take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers, resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Yeah, using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header, and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. Everyone is unique, you most of all. I want to see what else is in here, because this is very charts and slides. Yeah. What do people want? Things? What's that say? Happy feelings, Mike James. You are fired. We have our new product graphs about things and money. Target demographic is always teenager. This is such very. This may not be super exciting, but this is so. You know. Do not alter without consulting a whiteboard manager. Alright, let's go check this out. Well, what's in the broom closet?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Uh-huh. There's nothing here? I guess not.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Is it this one? Nope. Oh, it must be. Oh, yeah, this feels very boss. What's this say? Executive bathroom. Okay, well, fine. I guess I can't go in there. Who'd be shutting these doors behind me? Huh.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Okay.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Yeah, there we go.
Incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Yo,
Stanley
hello.
happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, it's back here. I didn't notice that. Okay. So this is something. I guess we go in the elevator.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
We're gonna do the obedience run first. I'm gonna just see what happens.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright. Sure, let's do it. No, we're gonna stay on task this first one. We're just gonna do what it tells me. I mean, should I push it?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh, man.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I mean, I guess I do, but I don't know. Hold on, I'm hold on. I've got to check something. Okay, cool beans. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. What's going on here? Employee observation protocol. I mean, okay, I'll hit the cameras. Why not?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Wait.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
They're all
The
gone.
lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This is getting a little... like, yeah, this is what it's like. So, you know. Ooh, okay, what am I? 427, I think? That's me. Okay, well...
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Man. I don't know what this game is really about either.
No.
I think it's about
He
free will,
refused
but I've
to
never
believe
played it or
He
watched it.
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Yeah,
Had
what's
he
up,
truly
Jer?
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Let's...
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided
doing
that this
a,
machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
I've decided
For
that this
he
first one...
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
we're going to just do what he tells me to do instead of trying to like disobey, you know. What does this button do? Oh, maybe it's in here. Let's find out. Facility power seems like it might be... ooh, okay, I thought that was a $sign for a minute.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Do it. Get some takeout. It's a Friday night. I've got a Baja Blast. Alright, let's go off. Damn. I wonder if it like kicks me to desktop. That would be funny. Oh yeah.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Oh wait, can I...
Was
oh
it
man.
over?
I can still... there's a chair there, it looks like. Uh-oh.
Yes. He had won.
Did I
He
win?
had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Uh-huh.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
How is the music
No longer
like
would anyone tell him where to go,
too
what
loud?
to do, or how
Or is
to
it fine?
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps The only thing worth knowing.
I think I would rather have the
Stanley
music. No, it's
stepped
fine.
through the open door.
All right. JJ says it's fine. Ash says it's too loud, so that means the common person is gonna think it's probably fine.
Stanley
I'll
felt
turn
the
it down a
cool
little
breeze
bit,
upon his skin.
but like
The feeling of
a little
liberation,
bit.
the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And Stanley was happy. See, to me it sounds fine. The music's like a tad loud, but like I can hear the narrator. But I do think that there are points where the music gets a little too loud. So let me... Okay, so that's max. Let's put the music... Music's not super important, I don't think. So let's put that there. Doesn't have to be extreme. Okay. Well, that's interesting, huh? We sure are back in room 427. I get a voicemail? No. What just happened? Oh, it wouldn't let me move for a second. I was confused. Okay. So
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
we are going to disobey on, I think, the very first interaction is what I've decided. Also, what's this say? Okay, it's waiting input. I gave it input. Oh, okay, here we go. Maybe it's over the course of a couple... Or maybe I have to turn computers off? No. Okay. It's over the course of a few things. Can you guys hear the music now? Like, by the way? Because there is music playing. Okay. Music's fine now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Perhaps so. Is there a jump button? Or a sprint button? Nope. Ooh. 4B9? What does that mean? Okay.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley
Yes.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
No. I'm an agent of chaos. Give me a soda drink.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yep. That's me. It won't give me a sody pop.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this
What's that
is why
mug say?
everyone left.
Coffee nut, yeah, that's me. I watched reviews for this back in the
But
day.
at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Where does this take me? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, let's kind of
And
get
so
back
he
on the path
detoured
for a
through
moment.
The maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Ooh, okay, guys. Forward or left? Chaos? Just chaos all the way, just do a chaos run? Here I go. Everyone, he is sleeping in stream. JJ is being...
But Stanley
JJ is
didn't
being a
want to
liar.
get back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off
off
track.
track.
So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Ooh, damn. Too bad I want to go right. Can't confirm this is true.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Nope. We're going this door. I'm gonna just click on this door. Tyler's sleeping in stream with his camera on. Oh yeah, deaf.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
Okay, so he's annoyed,
What
so
was I thinking?
he's making
It's
me
clearly...
do it.
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Are we like for sure, dog? That's a van. Can I get on top of the van? What's the lights on? Alright.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just
Close your eyes.
to,
Is it like clicking?
No.
Nope.
Am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
JJ, what are you trying to accomplish? Just sowing chaos
All
yourself?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, I think the purpose of this game is to break the game, if you can. Which is my goal. Oh, now that's interesting. Do you see how it doesn't want an input this time? Huh. Wait. 18, 421, 423, 422. Are they coward? Let me in. What kind of question is that? You know JJ's an enigma. Yeah, that's fair. I should have known better. Alright.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
You know what I might do? Maybe I'll go... Ooh. Maybe I'll go the right way and just see what happens. Do we want to do that? What are you guys thinking? Can I do a poll? That might be an affiliate only thing. Whoops. No, I don't see it.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we just
Alright.
restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
Oh.
But it's got to be better than this.
Oh, no,
Okay,
that's
let's give it a
interesting.
shot. Why not?
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna poke everything. Okay, so me touching that screen that said, you
All of
know...
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. That door I don't think was open before. I don't remember, but I don't think it was. What's this say? Username, access. Okay. So yeah, this is the original game. This is not the remake. That had added content and stuff, which is apparently incredible.
Okay, yep.
Oh,
it's worse.
yep.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Sure. Let's check it out, dude. Nothing in there. Nothing over here. Nothing on that keyboard. Also, am I whipping around too fast? Because I can change the sensitivity if it's like kind of a lot.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Oh, let's go back this way. Oh. Oh, okay, here we go. Maybe I should have continued down that path. Yeah, okay. Let's go back. Nah, it's just lying again. I cannot believe JJ, the trickster. It's unfortunate. The boy who cried wolf.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I'm being harassed by the British. What's happening? Well, now this can't be right. Oh, this is...
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
Okay.
You win!
I did it!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no.
Thanks.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
That's fair. James would be so disappointed. Okay.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Alright, yeah, let's follow the line. Oh no, what's over here? Turn that off. Gotta turn off the computers every time. Well, now that can't be right. That's different. Now that's new and unique. You know what? I kinda, What do you guys think? Don't follow the line, says JJ. Anybody else got any tips? What you guys thinking? Don't follow the line, but it's new place. That's 2 don't follows though, so let's go. Okay, we'll just go the right way that we know in our hearts. Oh man, but the doors aren't here.
I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. No. I'm done. Okay, fair. I know that this game prides itself on being able to outthink you, like at basically every turn. Oh, I want to play spiders so bad. Come on. Oh, let me get over there. Okay, well, never mind. What's over here? Okay.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Oh, I love playing Destiny.
Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now,
Gotcha.
we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
I thought the clock
You know what?
stopped for a minute.
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
No, no, no. Okay. What? Okay, this sucks, actually. This music. Turn that down a little bit. Just for you guys. Oh, and they blocked off the basement. I can't get on the wall. This is ridiculous. This is different too. This is so goofy. What? No, I gotta follow it, you know? A lot of question marks. I'm kind of vibing with this now. He down. This is ridiculous. Like, what is happening? 0B4. Oh, I hate that. That's spooky. No, thank you. Why do we still have this music going? Ooh. I don't know this. Annual reviews, monthly ledgers, corporate balances, consolidation reports, departmental. This is not at all what I anticipated when I was like, yeah, I'll play this game. Wait. What? What? Oh man, this is alright. Alright. I'm a fan. 432 peer reviews. What, 432? Oh. I'm 427? Oh my god. This is crazy. What in the world?
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. I'm observing the fern. Everybody, observe the fern. Make sure you really get a good look at it. I just know this game is going to be like, you know what? How many leaves were on that fern? How many fronds? Tyler's dancing through. I was actually a little bit. I was bouncing a bit. I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. All right. That fern, I remember it perfectly. I'm going to be able to look at a pic.
What? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Well, the fern's important. I could go that way, but I'm going to go back this way. Let's just go check out my office real quick. Anything in here? Huh. It's an hour ahead of where it was on the other clock. That's interesting. I wonder if that has it. I got stuck on a shelf. You saw me through the window? Yep. That's how it is sometimes. What's over here? Nothing. Well, okay. Tally ho. Here it is. Oh, no, this is the wrong.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you. Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
You know what? I appreciate. I broke it immediately.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Yeah, sure, man. Sure, man. Let's go check this way out. See what's down this hallway.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I am imagining a crocodile wearing tap shoes.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Just don't acknowledge it. Yeah. As long as we don't look at it, it can't tell me what to do. I'm going this way out of my own free will, not because it's the only way to go.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
It TM,
In fact,
yeah.
I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay. So
You
I
know what?
that
Yeah.
each door has to lead somewhere, which means that
Sure.
somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then
Oh
by
my
all
God,
accounts,
okay, I'm
the
done.
door
I
on
can't
the
do that
right is
anymore.
the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
What's that say? The confusion ending?
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Oh my god.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times?
Nonsense philosophy
That's
of
really
music.
how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
Oh my
Mind
god.
goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide?
That's really
Why
funny.
don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Yo, what's up, James? Thanks.
Stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always
one of
saying
them.
that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
I'm sitting in this
Well,
chair.
in the meantime, if you do happen to have a...
What? Oh, was that the game restarts on its own thing? See, and now it's 4:56. It's different. We went back in time an hour.
All of his co-workers
Coworkers
were
were
gone.
gone.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think we're still in the confusion ending. Oh, yeah, baby. Awaiting input. No, it's 2030. No, that's in 7 years. Was there always a mug on that chair?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, let's just keep going left. Let's see where this takes us. I'm not sure. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Cabal
office,
planning.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Office party. Pre-review of weekly review. 8-bird bosses inspection. Yeah. Rip Franz or Franz? Oh no, is the fern gone? Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. Employee 417 Gem. Interesting. How interesting. What was that? Oh, that's the Twitch notification sound. Yo, Mabufuwu, thank you for the follow. I was so because I can't see the notification, right? So I just I was like, huh, what is that?
No, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room.
What if I just stand here for a little while? Ooh, that, you know what? That's actually incredibly helpful. Hello, hollow rifle. People from Tumblr who just come in, they're like, yo, what's up? It's me. And I'm like, hello. I don't recognize your user. Because it's like on Tumblr, they'll be like, you know, Dark Shadow 437. And then on Twitch, they'll be like, Banana Cranberry. Hi, you. Yeah, that's how it be. It's me. I really thought he'd say something about me just sitting here, but I guess not. Up is
Coming
to the
staircase,
boss.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm gonna obey for a little while longer and just kind of see. Oh shoot, dude, the bathroom's open this time. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. What is this? Extreme bathrooms. Time, but it's actually about time. It's a nasty mirror and sink. Dang, ew. Alright, well, I wonder if this monitor's on? No. Excuse you. Is that a panda with a gun to its head? Bro. We're going in here. What in the world? Say business strategy? What does that mean? Yo, this is my business strategy. I'm going to shoot the panda. Bing bong. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Elevator or office? Okay. JJ is what we'd like to call an agent of chaos and a liar.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody.
What could it mean?
He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
I never lie. Yeah.
In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845. But of course, Stanley...
Yeah, JJ's like really on the feet stuff today.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly... Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination.
We'll do it.
Combat 2845.
Ooh, it's red. He's angry. Alright, we're gonna go through every possible code. I'm gonna see how long he lets me do this before he just opens it.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in. And the door just
I knew
opened
it. I knew he would
itself.
eventually if he
And
figured
Stanley
out
got
I
the
was
hell
doing
along with
this.
The story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, this is very Portal, and I'm really digging it. I knew like the basic premise was like the purpose of your existence or whatever, but I purposely avoided watching any gameplay or anything of it outside of like the initial like trailer or review, I think, back in, gosh, I don't even remember when this came out. Yeah, there's something about this era of games, but like very specifically like British humor in this era. It's just, there's just something about it, and I really like it.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
You know what? I'm gonna let him have it. This poor guy sounded so exasperated. I'm gonna let him have this one.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I do. What if, wait. What if I just tried to leave? Wonder if it'll get mad at me for trying to click this door too many times. No. Does not like it. That's fair. Where's the, yeah, that's the railing that I kept coming in from earlier. Can I just turn it back off? That'd be funny. Nope. Understandable. Hey JJ, you spelled James wrong. I know he's not here to correct you, but like,
their true
you know.
nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
My
The
co-workers.
lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Some of these are pretty odd. Like the red text, and then whatever's on that board that kind of looks like somebody drew a spooky face. See 427? That's me. Ooh, there I am. I don't see anybody in my room. I mean, okay. I do remember reading like what it said about this ending.
Facility. It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't
like
be
on
true.
that screen that it
Had Stanley
showed.
really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Perhaps.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Perhaps. Let's
But
go
here
press
was
some
the proof,
buttons.
the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad
Ooh, there's
or
an elevator.
content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery
that
would
does.
never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I don't know. I kind of want to just go hit buttons. House 10. I'm. Alright, I have an idea. 1, 2. We gotta find 3. I know 5's over on that wall. I want to hit that button so bad, guys. That button was like Hey, I won't tell anybody. Oh, that might not be an elevator. That might be... Yeah, it's the number 4. Okay. I just kind of want to... let's see what this does. And then I know where 5 is. I think after I push 5, I'm going to go hit that button. I want to hit that button so bad. What's over here? Okay. Okay, well, it did nothing. Big red button time. No, oh my god, I want to hit that button so bad. It won't let me. Now, this looks like an exit door of some kind. And it's wired to that computer. It's the only one with the controls, like, grayed out. The other place I wanted to order from isn't doing special requests anymore on DoorDash, which is super annoying because I have to put that I'm very allergic to shellfish because they prepare shrimp. Oof. What does that say? Mind control something. Well.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I mean, I
After
have
they
to...
kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that
Ash, you
what
should
you
get
wanted?
you should get a burger.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
I'm going to do
I'm
great.
afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Except...
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine.
What if I just hit
You
this
are the
button?
star. It's your story now.
You have 3
Shape it to your heart's desires.
Oh.
This is much better than what I had in mind.
Oh, okay.
What a
I
shame we
understand.
have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means.
Activate
I
button.
barely know where to start. What's that?
No.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Oh my god.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
This is
Never
pretty
hesitate
good.
to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
A minute
These
46.
are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did
What
you
if I
just
just-
assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running
Oh.
from button to button,
What?
screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Green.
These numbered buttons.
hit the green
No,
button.
These colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think
Well,
that,
what's the
Stanley?
green button? I
That
don't-
this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley,
Alright.
you're in for quite a disappointment.
Well,
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
Unit 1, press
This is
any
not a
key to
challenge,
send power
it's a
surge.
tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Goodbye, employee 427.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces.
I like
Will
this.
you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
That's really cool. This is really cool. Alright, it's 4:56 again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh, I wanted to play Spider on that computer so bad. I like playing Spider. It's what my grandpa always plays. So I grew up watching a lot of Spider. Oh, there's gotta be a solution to that room, yeah. No, I was trying to think if there was... Because there was like 2845 could
When
be it.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna disobey him to see if he's, like, immediately pissed off.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Spider is a card game. It's like, it's a
Wow.
version of Solitaire.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley
Oh, that's
had
the
taken
minute
this
hand
detour
that's
on his
changing.
way to
I
the
was like,
meeting room.
I'm stupid.
Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
I like did not pay enough attention. I was like, oh yeah, hands.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I haven't been in here before. I want to check
Stanley
this
was so
out.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Huh. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Fair? Fair enough. Need a key card for that one. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift $5,000. What if I just... I'm going to save you some time and let you know there's nothing you could have done to prevent that explosion. Well, you know what?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten.
Oh no.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Perhaps.
Well, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Danger, danger everywhere.
Prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. Alright, put it down then, lever boy. Come on, let's do it. Let's tango. Let's tussle. Come on, tell me what to do. Come on, hotshot. Do not stand on this side of the fence. I'm gonna do it anyway. Time went backwards. Time is going backwards. Oh. That's something, I bet.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ugh. You know what? Yeah, okay. This is, you know what?
Oh,
Sure.
thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Just
Do
a
you
little
see
bit.
that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time.
JJ
The problem
rubbing
is
it
all
in
these
Ash's
choices.
face.
The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Yeah, I know you
And
can eat Chinese food,
Well, I think I have a solution.
but you're not right now.
Here, let me show you.
Let me show you. That's twisted. Alright. Guys, I think we might still be in the confusion ending. Because it says I remember it saying I'm gonna fumble around in the dark for a while and find a bookstore. And then I get left alone.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't know. Is that space? Oh my god, is that space? Did we go to space? Space, I'm in space.
Yes.
Space.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Oh, I like this actually. Whoa, this is like Coco Melon, but designed for me. Oh. Okay, so the entry door is gone. We might just chill here for a little bit. This is Coco Melon Plus, yeah. Oh god, I thought I lost the exit for a second. Can I go through this door? No, that door's so boring compared. Whoa! Hold on, we got green lights now? I knew this game was gonna get, like, weird. But, like... There's an achievement for clicking, like, 8 times. Which I think is more than I can do. Guess we're gonna leave.
No, wait. Where are you going?
I just gotta see. I gotta see what this room's all about, dude.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Fly just like. Sorry, Fly just like flew onto my nose, and it really. I was like, first of all, I keep a clean room, so a fly being in here freaks me out.
No, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh my god, he sounds so. Oh! Oh my god, do I have to kill myself? Oh my god!
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
This is twisted. It's like, choose. You're a puppet either way. What is it? A man chooses, a slave obeys. Andrew Ryan. Can you tell I watched like a BioShock documentary like a day ago? I know it's not supposed to, but the shadows on the ground there, for some reason, before my eyes focused on them, it kind of looks like it said shit. 3, 2, 1, death.
No!
Oh.
Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment.
Guys.
Now, can we please get back to the other room?
I need to set up face cam.
No, what are you
because
doing, Stanley?
my face just
Please,
like
I'm asking
automatically
you not to
contorted.
Take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
My face contorted just automatically into the most like devious grin. I was like, farewell, cruel world.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
This is like really like messed
Oh
up.
my God, is this really how much you dislike my game?
Oh my god, am I gonna
You'll
get him
throw
to kill
yourself from
himself?
this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I don't... What happens if I try to go back down the stairs? What, does he have any dialogue? No? Alright, guys. Do I jump again, or do I go back to the Cocoa Melon room? JJ votes jump. Ash says go back. We're dead even. What do you guys think? JJ is so happy. JJ is... Oof. That's 2 for jump. That's 3 for jump. Damn, sorry, Ash. You got outvoted. Do a flip.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along.
Alright, guys.
But I guess that was too much to ask.
Vote again. Jump or room.
Looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
He is talking the way that I talk to myself when I'm having a bad brain night. Where it's like, yeah, I guess everybody does hate me, and like, I guess I'm just annoying to all my friends, and they'd rather, you know, I not talk anymore. So I guess I'll just, you know, whatever. Alright, guys, room or jump? This could be the last one, so... Okay, JJ says room. I wish I had the option to run a poll. And you know what's cool? Is that I found out that actually Twitch updated, like my stats. This is the last stream I need to hit affiliate. I've met every goal. This is it. So after this... Alright, everybody says room. After this, we're gonna get... Because now it was just... At this point, it was just quantity of streams. I had to reach 7 in a 30-day span. And because I'd been so sporadic until now. You know. But we're gonna do it. That's what Twitch says, at least. Then I can have polls and stuff.
Stay alive, or are you just teasing me?
I'm gonna go... What the fuck, dude?
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did.
This is so cool. What are you talking about? I'm so happy. This is awesome. No, don't take it away. I'm having a blast. This is so... Oh, I was wondering if it would let me jump off the edge, but it does not. This is so cool. I'm just gonna keep clicking. I like that the click is just the sound of a keyboard. I wonder if I just sit here for a while if he'll say something. Let's see. Let's just kind of watch the void. So my first thought was anytime I go to say, so how y'all doing? I think of, there was this meme that went around Tumblr for a while, but nobody remembers it except for me. Excuse me. And I have it saved to my computer because I think it's really funny. But this guy was like, I had a dream last night that there was a new meme, and it was like a deep fried picture of Steve Harvey with like lasers for eyes going, how y'all like church this morning? And then they recreated it. And I have that picture, so anytime I'm like, how y'all doing? I think of Steve Harvey going, how y'all like church this morning? Well, gang, it looks like he has nothing to say to us, so I guess we have to go jump off again. I'm sorry, man. If you want... Look, this is your last chance. I'm going to go back through the door. God, that's so cool. I'm so easily... Look, Vicky, I think, sent me a TikTok a few weeks ago, and it was just like... It was just straight up like a Cocoa Melon TikTok, but like a knockoff, and I was like... Oh, I get it now. I understand why the male brain is like, oh, shapes and colors. Like Job. from Arrested Development. A kaleidoscope, please. I'm not 5. Although I guess that could have been Lego Batman. I don't know. Because he voices okay, I thought I was just going to keep going up. Because I know Will Arnett's both. I guess it could be BoJack Horseman, but like I didn't care for BoJack Horseman. I watched like a season or two and I was like, it's fine. And then I didn't have Netflix anymore. So I was like, okay. Even though I know it's like everybody loves it, but like
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Dang. What's the time? 11:21. We gotta be on the lookout for more computers demanding inputs.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others.
Yo, that's new dialogue.
Just a matter of time.
Uh-oh. We did something. I like work. I just hate my boss. It's like the opposite of my problem. Like in real life, I'm like, my boss is cool. I don't enjoy the minute to minute. Sometimes it could be satisfying.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We're definitely, I don't know if we're in the confusion ending, but we're definitely in some ending. I wish to take a shotgun to... Ash, you can't make me read stuff like that. You're gonna get me banned.
Not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Work harder, hard worker. We need less reviews. 402 and 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule, but I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to the teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net, some sort of child trap. Every time we come in here, we're going to read a different whiteboard. Size of demographic, teenagers. Space between the teenagers. That's a lot of percentage. There's something in the ideas bin. No more bins, trash cans. Renaming of ideas bin. Firing of me. Oh my gosh, hold on. There's stuff on the back. It's better safe than profits. Business club. Rule num. Rule num? What is wrong with me? Oof. Rule 1. Oh god. References are not all they're cracked up to be. Man. You can really tell this was like 2003 and they were like, well, I mean, resolution's good enough. What are their dreams for your future? Did that say pollution? That one just said a boat. He's vindictive, little bastard.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, I'm gonna piss him off and go downstairs. I've never done that. Oh, dang. Ooh, spooky light. I like how there's always just like a flat cardboard box in games under these stairs. As if there was somebody sleeping under them or something. Oh my god, it's a car.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed
That's my number.
Everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Ooh,
and
spooky music time.
These rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
I want a soda.
I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief
I want a
Stanley
soda.
felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually
Oh,
good.
no.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Oh, no.
He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
All
I
right.
can go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, no.
Then he
No,
imagined
no, no,
himself
no, no.
soaring through space on a magical starfield.
Uh-oh.
And it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head
There we go.
dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered.
This is
by
just kind of
Stanley,
how I
who
think
found
all the
it
time, though.
particularly
Not this
strange.
extreme, but
I'm dreaming
I think
about
as
a
if it's,
voice
you know.
describing me, thinking about how it's
It's like how my
describing
thoughts
he
work.
thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course,
Just kind of look into this
this was
car
not
for a little
dream.
bit, I guess.
How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
New room.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Yo, it's
Now,
different
hearing the
times on
voice
each
speak these
floor.
words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
I'm thinking about these
that
clocks,
this was a
but this
dream.
guy won't stop talking.
So he closed his eyes gently. He
No,
invited
no, he
himself
didn't.
to wake up.
No, he didn't.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside.
See, JJ, I'm like really pumped for football.
Let me wake up.
Last weekend was great.
I'm through with this
Tomorrow's gonna be
dream.
great.
I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job.
But
Let me
like,
continue pushing the buttons.
my
Please.
teams are good.
It's all I want.
Back-to-back
I
national
want
champs,
my
baby.
apartment And my wife, and my job.
Oh my god, I have a wife.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
Hi, how are ya?
Everything will be fine.
Just thinking of
I
SpongeBob when he was normal.
Okay.
I do sometimes have to have to repeat that mantra to myself of "I am okay." All right.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
It's
I
turning
must be
red.
real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
This is like, huh?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Yo, what? Oh my
Mariella
god!
woke up on a day like any
Stanley
other.
died.
She rose, got dressed,
Did I kill
gathered her
Stanley?
belongings, and walked to her place of work. But
Oh,
on this
dang.
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this.
Yeah,
So
this
it
sure
was
is
only
going
a
different
moment
directions.
that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Did she call the ambulance for me? Or... Man. All I'm gonna say is that if you like this kind of genre of, not necessarily story delivered in this fashion, but if you like this type of story, you should play Nier Automata.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something?
Damn.
He hoped it was. He
Something
hoped
is...
very much that it was.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong immediately. I'm a crime fighting. I am a crime fighting, a night stalking vigilante. Oh, stalking. Vigilante. I don't got time to sleep. Congratulations, Batman. I don't know why I turned those off, but I certainly do. What's the clock say? Nothing. Just... okay. I keep waiting to see if there's something maybe gonna change. We know it's different because he gave us different dialogue.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
I'm a
on his
college
left.
student. I don't got time to sleep. Yeah, that's really how it was. You know what? Let's keep following him for now. Because it sure was odd.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Doing
Feeling a
unbelievable,
wave of
amazing
disbelief,
work.
Stanley decided to go
day.
up to his boss's office,
Oof.
hoping he might find an answer there.
This really is just like how office jobs are. Yeah, it do be like that. This guy hates me being in the broom closet, and that's my sign that something is different.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
Sure.
walked
Let's go
upstairs
up.
to his boss's office.
Let's go up, but this time let's go through the panda room, I think. I gotta tinkle first. Yes. What's different in here? Oh god, that's different. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the bosses suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Alright. I don't know why I'm like... Yo, we found input number 3, baby. Input received. I forgot it's a gun. Business strategy is maybe the funniest thing I've ever seen. Spitting truths. You live in the 2nd floor, Tyler. Oh my god, what is this? Print it out and hang it in your room. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was literally like, that would be a really funny poster, but a hard one to explain. Ooh, can we go up? Oh my god, can we go up? Yo, we're going up. I want to see what's up. What's above the boss's office? Yeah. I like music. Oh, somebody's humming and it's not me. I think it's Stanley. Uh-oh. Or the narrator. This reminds me of when New Vegas crashed at the very end of stream last night. That was cool. Do you think we're going to space, or do you think we're going to the roof? Do you think we were underground this whole time? You pop up and it's just like, welcome to Aperture Science. I know it wants me to press that button, but I'm like... I'm content to just sit and wait and see what happens. I mean, we're just hanging out now. About to say this place is next to Aperture. Yeah, it's got those vibes. It's just British people. You know? Do you guys hear him humming now? I'm like, I don't want to be a quitter, but I want this particular section to be over. No! Oh. Oh. Hey! No. Up. Take me up. You can't trick me out of this. What if what if this isn't an elevator? It's just a box that shakes. So how y'all doing tonight? Welcome to 1073. Chill tunes, chill dudes. We've got all the music your heart desires. Whether you're in line at the grocery store, stuck in traffic, or hanging out in an elevator, we've got the tunes for you. Sandy's upset with you. Oh, thank you. You have a good voice for radio. Thank you. One day I would love to do voice acting, but the applications I did for like fan projects back in the day, I never got anywhere with them. But I didn't have a great mic. I have a better mic now. Stop trying to make me fall asleep. One of these days, you're gonna fall asleep, and we'll be right there waiting for you. It's only 21:03. Yes. Correct. I did, was it Casting Call Club was one, and so was, oh, let me hit the up arrow this time. Ah, beans. And then Behind the Voice Actors was another I did. I haven't been on there in a few years, though, so frankly, if I just got on and started auditioning, I think I'd be fine. I'd at least have a shot.
The moment he entered his manager's
and I'm a lot
office,
more confident
Stanley
now.
Froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere.
Not a living.
Could he really be all alone?
Oh, dang. Even the
This was too
guys
much for Stanley
under
to take.
surveillance.
Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
This next track will put you to sleep or wake you right up. That's right. You're listening to
Feeling
10
soothed
Never
and
Mind.
rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Oh, well, now that's interesting, isn't it? Now I'm doing... See how you like it, JJ? How do you like being messed with? Big red button. I'm going to be obedient here for a little bit. I'm going to let him, guide me through the story. I don't know how long this stream is going to be. It's already been an hour and a half, and yet I feel like we've done a lot and nothing at the same time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'll do the escape path at some point, but I want to see what this is about. I want to see what ending we get.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television.
See, this room
screens.
reminds me of that
What
control
horrible
room that you
secret
plug
did
Wheatley
this place
into,
hold?
and then
Stanley thought to himself.
the
Did he have the
elevators.
strength to find out?
The elevator rises up, turns on all the switches, and GLaDOS is there. I miss GLaDOS. I think every game would be better with GLaDOS in it.
Now the
I miss
monitors
her.
jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee.
What do you mean you're gonna tell Maggie that? You've already told Maggie that.
So many individuals reduced
You've
to
lied to
images on
her.
screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I assume she's going to the same party with James, since James is, like, getting ready for a party. I would imagine
This mind
that since
control
they are a
facility,
couple,
it was too
they are
horrible
probably
to believe. It
attending to
couldn't
the
be
same
true.
party.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was
Stanley?
happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Ash, that clip you just posted, the URL includes apathetic gleaming alfalfa aliens, just so you're aware. Thought you might like to know that.
No.
What was the one we got?
He
Long
refused
tender
to
cockroach? That
believe.
one
He
sucked.
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life?
I'm gonna absolutely.
blind to the world?
That U is gonna be a sound I do for sure. Oh, it's accidentally turned caps lock
Here was the
on.
proof. The heart of the operation.
The heart of the
Controls
operation.
labeled with emotions. Happy.
What's
or
it like
sad,
down here?
Or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yeah, wait, what's that say? Man, I can't read that. Okay, off. I think now we might fumble around in the dark a little bit until we find a bookstore. That may be what's, because I remember seeing vaguely there's like a chair here. Do you see that?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
I'm definitely looking
Was it
around.
over?
Oh, that's a rail. I don't know why
He had won.
I expected like
He had
a jump
defeated the
scare.
machine,
Something about it. I was like,
unshackled himself from someone
here comes
else's
Obama
command.
in the maze.
Freedom was mere moments away.
Oh my god, most of y'all don't know about
Even
Obama
as the
maze.
immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on
We'll do an
how
Obama
many
maze
puzzles
stream,
still
don't worry.
lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
You couldn't see
How had
anything
he
because it
been
was
freed from the machine's grasp?
it was just the
What
vague
other
outline of
mysteries
that
did this strange building hold?
that chair.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Is it a different
No longer
scene?
would anyone tell him where to
Hold
go,
on, is this a
what
different
to do,
countryside scene?
or how to feel. Whatever life he
No,
lives,
it's not. Okay.
it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I don't. What if I just stand here for a minute? Tyler, I did turn off the lights, yeah, for sure. No, it's the same. What do you mean it's the same? Oh, never mind. I understand immediately. You're gonna respond here in a second, and then you'll
Stanley
hear
felt
me.
the cool breeze upon his
Yeah.
skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things
I
were meant
unironically
to
want to
happen.
live somewhere like
And
this. That'd be so
Stanley
great.
was happy.
Stanley was happier in the cool space room, the Coco Melon astronaut zone. I'd rather be there. Is never the end, the ever the end is never the end, is never the end. Alright guys, we are one input short of an event, I believe.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Ooh,
mean?
okay. That's
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
what?
No
It
matter
added
how
one?
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That's not supposed to be. That's odd. It was definitely only missing one before. At least I think. Right? Or am I crazy? But I thought it was 4 inputs before. And now it's 5? I want to go in that room so bad. I want to see the fern again. No, you're crazy. I think it was 5. Oh, wow. Okay. What a... Alright. I want to see that fern. It was really important, and I gotta know. This feels different. Something's wrong.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think I'm gonna go right this time. No, actually, I'm gonna go left and I'm gonna change my path. I'm gonna go the escape door, I think. Okay, so that's still good.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
I think we
office,
might still be
hoping he
in
might find
one
an answer
ending
there.
because of that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go up, and then we're gonna go. Let's go see if there's anything new in the toilet. Hey, I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. I want to see that fern again so bad. I don't know why, but something about that fern is just feels so important. Stanley, no, go back. That fern will be important later.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
I don't speak French, but I'm spooky. Hello, Vicky. What now, kitten whiskers? You had a steak and cheese on the way home? Poggers. You missed a lot of existentialism, but you're about to get some more.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Damn, it would be cool if we did that, wouldn't it? I've never been down this.
This passageway had the word escape written on it. The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I accept it.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No, I gotta go see what's down here.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yo, what's up, Maggie? Welcome. We're facing existential dread. Is that a robot? No. Oh. Damn. Alright. Well. I guess that's it. Oh! What in the world? What is happening?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
This is very poor one.
Picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
It sucks I can't jump. Alright. Squish me! Oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, that's interesting. Is that loss? No. Well, I mean, I gotta go through the weird door. Oh, it's work. I found the Stanley parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Oh my god. Whoa, hold on. Yo, what is this? What is this?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Whoa. Dude, this kicks ass. Whoa! It's my pooter. My pewter. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. This is so cool. I love meta-narrative stuff like this. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Yes, filing cabinets indeed. Ah, yes. Computer, desk, wonderful. The office. Oh my god, like when Michael? The button sounds. A selection of sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Really? Ooh. That's awesome. What's this? Office computers, okay. Yes! I love when it lets me interact with objects. Original music. The music is very good. Oh my god, Jesus. You worked on it. The impeccable Kevin Brighting is the narrator. That's the vibe. I was like, this feels very... That's why it feels so Portal. What was what voice change? What did I do? I totally got sidetracked. Oh. Do you mean when I was reading the sign and I went from that to this? And I was like, hello. Welcome. The narrators. No, I don't think it's that old. Taggart, Dean Darko, like Donnie Darko? Yeah, but that's why it feels so much like Portal, is because it's made with the Source engine. Like, it's similar vibes, but it's also built with the same stuff. The office. Ooh, maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. Posters! If someone could just get rid of this text, then maybe I could see what this game is about. The point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to lose. The point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to win. Am I going crazy? Maybe it isn't the same image? Was that clock there before? I don't remember. How do I go back? How can you check for me? More endings, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer narrators. More Stanley, less Stanley. These are screenshots of the Stanley Parable HD remix. Oh my god. I just realized this is... I remember that when the Stanley Parable HD remix came out, like recently, it was a callback to this wall. They planned it that far? In September 2012, we submitted the Stanley Parable to Greenlight, Valve's process of approving games for Steam. The Greenlight page only had a series of cryptic photos, which were still enough to win the community's approval. That's fascinating, because they got rid of Greenlight after a little while. It's been a while, but they got rid of it eventually. The Lounge. This is an early version of The Lounge. I do like the new one better. The apartment timer. In a previous version... Oh, shoot. Leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. What? There's all this stuff I've never seen. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. Oh. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted to give the option of the player falling to their death. I thought I could kill myself there. I really thought about it. Oh. Dude, this is awesome. This is so cool. Okay, hold on. So your first choice. Okay, that's what I thought. And then choice 2. The other entries would be hidden depending on how you entered. One doorway to maintenance in the lounge in the original. To confusion ending. Okay, we got that. What about that? There's a vent? Oh my god. The flow of hallways following the first two doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out. Huh. Oh my god, it just keeps getting cooler. Zending? This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which eventually was cut and merged with another part of the game. Fascinating. Whoa. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the fourth version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it shortly before launch. Wild. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever, and the narrator would describe what color they pulled. Ah, it won't let me. Okay. Ow. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating with it for everybody. The game is now paused. That's interesting. I know there's stuff the other... Oh, no. Did it crash? No, don't crash on me. Oh, no, guys, it did. Oh, no. What? No, it's good. Fixed it. Fixed it. Fixed it. Fixed it. Maybe. Hold on. Oh, God. Oh, God. Control. Oh, no. Is this part of the game? Is this supposed to do this? Tyler's happy. Alert, Tyler's happy. And then, not 30 seconds later, he isn't happy anymore. Okay. Oh my god. Hold on. Do I have to begin the game again? Is this a bit? Because I read that sign, do I have to quit to menu? Or begin game again? Is this part of it? Let's begin the game again. Now that was surprisingly fast, huh? Oh my god, that was part of it? Are you kidding me? Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. Oh my god, look at all the buttons! Heaven sucks. Oh, I can move! Oh my god, hold on. No! This is... Oh my god. Y'all, this game is gonna make me not a normal person. Heaven sucks, Tyler 2023. Yeah. This is bizarre. Were you ever normal? That's a good question. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. These little bitches are turning back on. Hold on. I can't walk through the buttons. I was like, man, Oh no. Okay. You. No. Is this just what the inputs do? Is this what led us here? Was the input just give us button room? Oh, wait a minute. That's a lot more blue than I remember there being. That's interesting. Do you think somebody's gonna be browsing Twitch and just be like, what in the hell is going on in this Coco Melon ass stream right now? Do they change to a different color? I might just be like a begin the game again thing. No, they're the same. The inputs disappear after a while. I don't know. The game is now paused. Let's begin the game again. Because heaven's a little boring. Oh man, this is so tempting. Do I hit the button or do I go? Alright, gang. Time for a vote. The only way I can, unfortunately. Which is put in the chat if you want me to go down the hallway or press the input again. Okay, we have one for the hallway. JJ picked the devil, which I guess is the hallway. I'm curious about the hallway. Vicky, I'm sorry, but I think my curiosity is going to take me down the hallway.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is
No matter
bizarre.
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
This is... I thought that was a clown. What's that say? Yeah, I'll be my Valentine again. This is something. Alright. I don't know when this game is over. I don't know if I'll ever know when this game is over.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna go left, I guess. I still can't believe that was part of it. Making you think the game crashed? That's nuts.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I'm still not
Feeling a
not
wave of
sure.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
I want in
hoping
there
he might
so
find
bad.
an answer there.
Let me in the broom closet. I want to go stand in there.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, okay. It was, like, I had a crash yesterday, so I was like, I guess it's a real... And what's wild is I'd literally, I don't know if you guys could see it, I doubt it, but I alt-tabbed, I alt-tabbed twice to OBS to be like, what's happening? And it took a while to click back in. So I don't know if it was, like, purposely eating up more RAM to simulate a crash, or...
Here's the door, just go.
I don't want it. Well, no. You know what? Screw you. I'm going to put in the code. No. Stop that. 2, 8, 4. Why did I just hear the sound of like a disk drive spinning up? Alright. What do we got in here? Can I play the piano yet? Nope. Alright. It's insane. Look at Turtle Darkness. Oh, check the computer. Good idea. I've never played Eternal Darkness, but I know... Oh, there's no computer. But I know that it really messes with you. I forget there was a game I played that did that. I mean, Nier Automata does it. but like in a different... Okay, that was bizarre. Maybe we try to escape again, unless
Stanley
it's blocked
walked straight
off.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What do you guys think? Escape or mind control facility? Come on, gamers. What do you think? I want to see escape again. I kind of do too. I want to see if we get to that maze. I needed just one person to be like
Passageway
escape.
had the word escape written on it. The truth was that
I need
at the
somebody
end
to
of this hall,
validate my
Stanley
weird
would meet his
choices.
violent death.
Stanley would meet a violent death.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Alright, gamers.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Alright, we're going to pause for a second. We've been streaming now for 2 hours. If anybody needs to use the bathroom, go do it. Drink some water. Get up and stretch a little bit. It's good for you. I'm debating going myself, but this is not a great screen to be paused on. Take your meds if you have to take meds. Let's go. To the death pit. Here we go. See, this part in particular is very Portal 2. Which I played, what, 2 weeks ago?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley
It'd
was
been
inched
10 years, I
closer
think,
and
before
closer
then,
to
that
his
since I last played it.
It reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Portal
Perhaps
2
as
is
led
the
with
game of all
great
time.
loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Let me get crushed.
Stanley.
Squish me. Boo.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Dang. Alright. To the museum.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game,
Let's
back
go
in
this
his
way.
office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
This is the edge of the room. Okay. Well, that's fair. The Stanley Parable. Parable the Rabble. We are going to go
When every path
different
you can
path.
walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless.
I'm
making
glad I
life
finally
the
decided to play
same.
this game.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Maybe to you, office clock. Boss's office scenes from the development of the boss's office. The boffice, as it were. Let's go this way. Just for a moment. Ooh. Employee lab. Ooh. An earlier version of the underground portion of the room. I mean, I'm curious about this. What's this say? Narration outtakes. Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are early clips. These are clips from early outtakes that were not used in the final game. These? Do you guys hear that? Oh my god. That's like eerie. I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that.
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitively if you have even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, all you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. Where were all of his co-workers? Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing? Does that sound plausible to you?
Oh, this is a little eerie. Now it's like, okay, is this part of it or is this actually outtakes?
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitively if you have even the most fundamental.
Nah, I don't like that anymore. This game is like edging into psychological horror very slowly. Freedom ending. This is the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Wow, look at that tree. Oh my god, buttons. Exit? What is this? One of the deaths from an early version of the countdown ending. Freedom ending. This is the freedom ending as existed in beta. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down, with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, and replaced the two endings together instead. An early version of the countdown room. I mean, oh shit! Honor. Oh!
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
This game is so cool. I'm like thoroughly enjoying this. What if this pushes me to desktop? That'd be so funny.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Are we gonna end up in the books?
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
This is so cool. Are we about to wake up and like I keep thinking about this bookstore from the Mabufu is the ice attacks and that's it. I was thinking it too. I'm like, I know this from something. Now I'm wondering if it wants me to wait. Hey, if you like this, you're like, I know, Ash. I know I'd like Undertale. I'll play it. I promise. The game is now paused. Okay, I paused. Oh. I did enable that achievement. Alright, it's not making the click sound. I guess let's begin the game again. This is a different office. This is a different office. Hold on. Oh, do I go to heaven? Heaven's door. No. This is straight to the
When
doors.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go left. Why did it censor you? What ended in G that it did not like? Hold on. Doesn't say. This is so...
Yet there was
I
not
thought
a
that was a
single
guitar.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
This is bizarre.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's on the bathroom wall? I think once things... Was this always blue? Yeah. Okay. I think once things stop changing, I think it's maybe set in something. What's up with this? This looks different. Maybe not. Let's try to go to the roof now. I don't know why, but I keep expecting like a demon to start chasing me. You're listening to 1048. Today's classic tunes. JJ, I do not have that functionality. I'm sorry. I like that Stanley is humming. JJ rolled a nat 300. Whoa. That's so cool. How'd you do that on a 20? I opened the door and Slender Man's right there. You know? This... I keep thinking about this picture. Business strategy.
Here's the door, just go.
He sounds so... I wonder if I'm stuck in this. I wonder if there's something I need to do to break out of this specific cycle. Busyness strategy, that's me. Jerry rolled a nat gay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I wonder if...
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
There's an achievement for this game that only became available like 3 or 4 years ago.
Jumped to life. Their true nature
because it
revealed.
was don't play the
Each
Stanley
bore the
Parable
number
for
of an
8
employee
years.
In the building, Stanley's co-workers, the lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So people started slowly popping the Steam achievement a couple years ago. I'm sure I don't know for sure, but I would bet
This mind control facility, it was too
reimagining
horrible to believe
has
it
a
couldn't
similar
be true.
one.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Let's go.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life
no, that's
in
interesting.
someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
It was
wasn't
unthinkable.
it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Ash, do you see now why I was like, something about this is
The
drawing me in
heart of
earlier
the
when we were going
operation.
through games?
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very
Totally.
place.
I
And
knew
as
it
the
was going to
cold
be
reality of his
something.
past
I just
began
didn't know it was
sink
going to be
in,
this.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Something
For
about
he
you, girl.
would
Makes me wanna
dismantle the controls once and for all.
Once and for all. Alright. I'm going to... Okay. We are not going for the escape ending. I'm going to turn this sucker on.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation
All right,
to
baby.
put an end to this.
Turn that
Oh,
on.
Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Let's do it again. Let's explode,
Stanley,
baby.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example,
This is like that
and
scene
I
in The
believe you'll find
Incredibles.
this pertinent. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star.
I
It's
just
your
stand here.
story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy
What if he
it.
gets mad at me
Mere
for just standing
moments
here?
until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased
Exactly.
them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better.
He's really not doing
My
anything.
goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm
All
going to
right.
put some
He's not gonna
extra
do anything.
time
I'm
on
gonna
the
go hit the
clock
button
while
4
I work.
times.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh,
I'm just
dear
gonna go
me,
hit
what's
this
the matter,
button.
Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running
on.
from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Not
Those
really,
are the
dog. I'm
buttons.
just
No,
kinda wanna hit-
these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything,
Button
anything.
pin.
Something here will save me.
Oh, that says
Think
that has a
Stanley.
10 on it.
This
Wait,
be
this
the
door's
game to be
open.
beaten? One soul?
Ah,
Do
beans.
you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? But you really believe there's an answer? How many times will you replay this bit, looking desperately for a solution? 10? 100? 1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go off each time you fail.
Oh.
Just you and me and the retching explosion
There's-
of fire and metal over and over and over for all of eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again.
Ooh.
And Stanley died again.
That's
Take a look at the
interesting.
clock, Stanley. That's
No.
30 seconds you have left.
Screw
to
you.
struggle.
Do what I want.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a
9.
part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life.
This is so
from the
cool.
moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
The alternate dialogue was fun. That's interesting. I'm opening heaven's door. I just spin really fast. Alright, everybody. Sorry about this. Alright, that did nothing. That is fun, though, to know. Alright. Now the office is back.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others.
Oh
so the
my
thought
goodness.
of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Sorry about the vomit spinning. Also, yeah, they were like, I think it was saying press the button over and over. Or button press, button press.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Goodbye.
he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
He does. He does want to stop by the employee lounge
The
first.
lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper. Something darker.
Something darker. Wonder where the vent is. It said there was a vent.
Yes. Really,
What's that
really
say?
worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Alright.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You know what? Let's go. You know what? Let's replicate that ending.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the
Oops.
opposite door, and got back on track.
Uh-oh. Alright, this is the one where it... This is where he originally got confused.
But
So let's see
Stanley
what
didn't want
happened.
to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Close the door on
no.
me? Yeah.
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Yeah.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
What was I
thinking?
thinking?
It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I wanted to try to replicate that. Yeah, I want to see if I can
Do it
get
down, right,
something.
Left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Alright, let's go.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Alright. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I'm gonna stop
Perhaps
turning
he
off
had
the
simply
computers
missed
and
a
just see
memo.
what happens. From the top, make it drop. What is it that Kids Bop changed it to? Take my cup, fill
When
it up.
Stanley- Wait,
That's a cup of water.
Wait, what? No,
Something
I
like that.
restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's go left. And let's go right. And let's go right. And let's go this way. And let's go this way. And let's go this way. And then let's go this way. I found something. Part of me wonders if the confusion ended with that room. I don't know. Oh. Oh, I see. Here we are. Here I am.
I'll say it. This
once
is the
again.
worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Why could I not move? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know what I did last time was I listened to... Oh.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Alright. This is just making me want to play Control again. Control is so good, y'all.
Aha!
I understand
knew
why it
we'd
got
missed
Game of the
something.
Year.
The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I haven't played the DLCs for Control, but I know that the first one was, like, fine, and then the second one, the Alan Wake one, where it was like, surprise, it's all together, it wasn't just an Easter egg, it really is in the same universe. Apparently that DLC's really bad. And I don't know why.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
I don't know why I'm
don't
super
think
pumped
so.
for Alan Wake 2,
I
but
can't
I've
quite
never,
recall,
because
but
I've
I
never played
believe
Alan
my
Wake.
story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Look, I don't know if it's actually really
remember,
bad. It
Stanley?
could be people who don't,
Well, do you
like,
know what?
quite get
Since
Alan
I've
Wake who
completely
don't
forgotten
like
what we
it.
were supposed to be doing, how about this?
I'm still
You
gonna play it.
win.
I'll tell you that.
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know
Control
you didn't
really
put in any
got me
actual work for that win.
into,
Some people win fair
the
and square,
concept of, like,
and this was not
SCPs.
one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place
That
is.
plus watching
I
the
don't
X-Files
care what
growing
might happen
up,
This time,
I connected
have to
those in my head.
restart.
I was like, oh, I get it now. Ah, the line.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just
Yes, I
follow the
remember we
line.
couldn't go that way
How
before.
simple is that?
I feel like we had to do something
You see,
that
the
control
line
room
knows where
literally
the
told
story
me
is. It's over in this direction.
what to do.
Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up
Ah,
be our
shoot,
destination,
we're gonna get the weird
even
music
if there's no
again.
story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
God, here comes the
You know what?
music.
I
Let me
think what
crank
we
it
need
down a
right
little
now
bit.
is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I still need to finish Persona 5, but I'm waiting to just... I played it through... I forget which... Oh, shoot, the fern!
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Okay,
Stanley,
stream goal
this
1
fern
accomplished.
Will be very important later in the story.
I think I did like the
Make
third
sure you
palace,
study
and then
it
I
closely,
stopped, and I was like, I'll just
remember
play
it
Royal.
carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Because I took too long of a break, and I was like, ugh, I know I love this, so let me just get the better one. And I'll just play it when I've got the itch. I need to finish Persona 4, because I was playing it on my Vita, and I started the first, like, palace, or whatever they're called in that one, and I was like, this is really cool, and then I did not finish it. As a predictably het man, I love I guess I call her On, and Mikoto.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
I'm a big fan of
you do know we're looking for the
Queen
Stanley
and,
parable, right? The story? Is any of this
Panther.
ringing a bell?
Okay, if you say Makoto. Okay, wait. But see, like,
No,
aesthetically, they're both.
Deadline,
I
how could
like.
you have done this
Okay,
to us?
I'm
And
just.
after
We're not
we
gonna get
trusted
into
you,
it right now.
after everything we've been through, you. Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
That was me turning on my ceiling fan, in case you're curious. Why am I forgiven? What am I forgiven?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it?
What was the
for
problem,
us?
and then
We're
what was the
intelligent people,
what was
right?
the
Why can't we make up our own
forgiveness?
story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in? Well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay, well, like, she's pretty, and I like it when she's, like, kind of mean to me, so...
Now, yes, this is
Basic
exciting.
waifu taste.
Just
It's
me
fair.
and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild.
Sorry, I'm
Use
a
your
basic
imagination.
bitch.
Whatever
Who
it
likes
might be,
basic
Stanley,
bitches.
I'm ready for it.
I don't know, I just think they're fun and nice.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome
I did
new
get up and
story.
walk away for
no
a minute.
lines or monitor rooms. Just don't
Yeah,
acknowledge
Ash,
it.
if you want to
Should
do
be
that,
fine.
sure. Okay. I understand in 4. Like I said, I'm not very far in. I understand that people are like, no, if you just wait, Chie is great. And I'm like, I mean, maybe, but, like, she's kind of annoying. Like, I just don't like that archetype very much. So, I don't know. I'll give her a shot. But I'm like, ugh.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Fascinated
How
by
important we
what
mustn't
you found
squander
here,
the
Ash.
opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
I'm just not gonna walk
walk
in circles this
for a
time.
minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse
Did someone
door
say the door
leads
to
here.
darkness?
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted
Go
reverse
the opposite
door's
direction of
origin.
the arrows.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door
Ash,
on
does the
right
answer
is
just
the
keep
correct
playing?
one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny.
You have a
awaits.
new route for me? Okay. Ooh, here's the room.
Oh,
The game
hold
restarts
up, what's
on
this?
its
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times?
That's interesting because that's the
That's
same
really how
time as
all this
before.
goes?
Okay.
It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again.
What if I restart?
just-
What if I do it? Okay. All right, Ash, what's your path for me? Because at this point, I mean, there's so many permutations I could do, but I am having a little trouble keeping track. But what's that's the end to that ending. Okay, so what do you want me to do now? Oh, JJ. Try
But Stanley simply couldn't handle
my
the
gosh.
pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
No! I accidentally went to heaven. God dang it. Begin the game again. Sorry, guys.
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
Like 12 seconds.
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh. That's it? Oh, okay. You have another one, okay. Sure, I'll follow you. Now you're the narrator, Ash. Oh my god. You get to tell me what to do. But if I can, okay. Yeah, tell me. Come on. Type faster, McGivern. Try to type face punt? What?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Oh.
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
Well, now that's
He had never
certainly
been trained
interesting.
for that. No. This
Uh-oh.
couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait.
Well.
Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
Ash, can you see if
In
there's
here I
anything
can be
inside?
happy
Oh my god.
forever.
Ash, check and see if there's
I will
anything
be
in heaven for me.
Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
Yeah, you know what? I guess I never did
Eventually,
just go
someday,
straight. Heaven is a
they
dead
will
end.
arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to.
Dang.
He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I was like, please don't be just it forever.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Oh, I see. Okay. Alright, gamers. We're gonna speed run this one.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Alright, I'm gonna
Perhaps he
do
wanted to stop
that.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm just gonna keep going.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his
Oh,
left.
we did go straight one time. Like, go straight, Ash? Oh, and then let it go. All the way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't
I haven't done that
ago.
yet. I could jump off.
Look,
Should I
Stanley,
jump off?
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that
It
the
is hard.
story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Well, I
There's
mean, I
someone
know
you've been
I die if I
neglecting,
jump.
Stanley. Someone
But it
you've
is
forgotten.
technically an ending.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Oh my god, my
She's
wife?
been waiting.
My wife? Oh my god, my wife! Where is she? Where is she?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up.
I want to talk to my wife. I gotta talk to my wife. It's a different.
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Oh my god.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to
Guys,
you?
my face right
I'm
now
trying to make a
is-
point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I mean, the hallway goes that way. Okay.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press R on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's
Vicky, I don't know
pushing
how you're
buttons.
so
Now
delayed.
He's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Gotta press 9.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Guys, this one's starting to hit a little too close, I think.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building...
No,
had
Vicky,
suddenly
I definitely
vanished
watched all your
off the
things
face of
slowly
the
roll
earth.
in.
The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys!
So he went further.
No.
He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Z to prepare dinner. Hello, beautiful wife.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved...
A game with
in
a
many
baby?
directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful
My
fantasy.
kids?
And
What?
so in
Hold
his
on.
head, he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Hello, wife.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
B to
And
go
I'm
to
trying to
sleep.
tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna listen to him. This is a choice point. This is gonna make me press the letter E, isn't it? Oh, man. Okay.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Whoa.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Well. Okay then. Alright, I have an idea.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it
See,
a sign of something?
each start
He hoped
must
it was.
mean
He
something.
hoped very much that it was.
That was for sure. That was an ending. I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna change something.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I have a couple
Perhaps
different
he
things I
wanted to
want to
stop
try.
by the employee lounge first, just
Oh,
to
Vicky,
admire
you
it.
didn't even see the weirdest one.
Stanley
I don't
felt
think you were
lightheaded,
here.
butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Well, now that butterflies in his stomach was interesting.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
I'm going to go
Look,
across.
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you. Alright. I'm gonna do the actual thing I was
All
gonna
of
do
his
now.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I just had
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I
Perhaps
just
he
had like a
simply missed
moment where I
memo.
was like, what if I just jumped? I know it'll let me.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge
Narrator
was
and
grand,
GLaDOS are
majestic, perhaps too majestic, like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room.
That's
It
weird.
all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open
Narrator
door
and
on his
GLaDOS are
left.
divorced. Yeah.
Stanley was so bad
Do not
at
lie.
following
If you are lying right
directions,
now,
it's
stop.
incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Beep boop beep. Cherries?
Look, Stanley,
No.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy,
Gotten
really,
off on the
I'm
wrong
not.
foot
I
here.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone
Me?
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
My wife.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been
I have two
waiting.
things I want to try.
That's her, Stanley.
Maybe three
You need-
things. I guess I could let four things. In that room, there are four things I want to do.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
No.
Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
You mother. No, I don't want to. She's dead. She let you take the kids. She's not real.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named
Stanley. Good morning, employee 427. Press 9 on your keyboard. I'm not going to. You can't make me. How does the narrator know we didn't hook up with a mannequin? Yeah. Just like that one guy in JoJo Part 4.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of.
You know what? I refuse.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
That's new. Alright, I have some ideas. I'm going to get back to the phone room.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I have some concepts.
And here it was, the lounge.
What a room.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the phone ring.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
gonna see if it
incredible he wasn't
stops.
5 years ago.
And if it doesn't, I'm going to try to open the door.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on
And then
the
if it
wrong
still
foot
doesn't, I'm
here.
going to unplug it.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
All this time.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Oh
To
my
put
God,
your
JJ,
work
you're right.
aside,
It's-
to let her back into your
it's-
life. She's been waiting.
Dang, not a single one of you was even pretending concerned for me.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Okay.
To reach out to her. If you
Tyler
can
dead on
truly
string.
place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
He thought it froze. That's really funny. Stanley got me. Yeah, flat Stanley even. Mushy mushy. Alright.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
What?
No, that
No.
wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly
Oh
on
my
safe
God.
decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Got it. Let's watch.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What the heck does that mean? JJ, I'm sorry, but you're not real.
Excellent. Making choices on
What
a
do you mean,
regular
excellent?
basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Oh, wow, it's like actively... I just plugged the phone back in. Can I pick up the phone? Bulldog. Alright, let's see. What do you want me to do, dog? Okay. You can't jump off of this one.
Meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Huh. Alright. This is bizarre. Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. I mean, I guess we'll just keep going.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
I want to make a wrong decision so bad. Human nature sucks because we are so curious. We're like, well, now, like, I gotta know what happens if I do
All you need to do
it
is
wrong.
behave exactly as Stanley would.
Okay.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the...
Okay, guys, before we do this, tell me right now if it gives me the option left or right. I want to see left or right in the chat. I want to see as many people misbehave. So right, got it. Tyler said, JJ, that is the opposite of what I just asked. I know answers, so I shall abstain. I sat here and I said, tell me the word left or tell me the word right. And here are my responses. Misbehave. Tyler showed us his dogs. Ash abstaining is fine. And death. So that's the opposite. That's not helpful at all. We're going
Just
right.
follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
I've chosen right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Boop. He's
No!
gonna be
Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Alright, I mean, sure. Whoa. Just do it again. Ooh, okay. This is good. This is good. I'm glad I did it that way. This is perfect. A light.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Stuff just keeps appearing each time I turn around. Ooh. Are we going to the cyber zone?
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
This is mean.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Just behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
I am
when Stanley came to a set of
gonna
two
misbehave
open doors,
again.
he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna see what happens. Oops.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
This is interesting. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's so fascinating.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I can't see anything, though. Oh, this is wild. Okay. What do you guys think I should do? I guess I'm just gonna do this. Oh, new room.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a map. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I keep misbehaving? I think so.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Is there anything different about this room? It was okay. Huh.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't think I've ever just continued. I'm gonna just go.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office Hoping he might coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
I guess
to
let's
his
just keep
boss's
going up.
office.
To his boss's office. What's in the bathroom? Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. It's that one again. Anything cool? No. Now that's odd.
Here's the door, just go.
Huh. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I guess we'll just... Let's do escape again.
Stanley walked
'Cause there's
straight
still
ahead
more to
through
that
the large
museum I
door
haven't
that
been
read
to.
Mind Control Facility.
I'm sorry,
Although this
man.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
That part was true, you know?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around
There's
and
so
get
many
back on track.
permutations. Like, I could go back.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
To walk forward. Ha, you can't trick me,
As the machine
JJ.
whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't
Sometimes
see
it's
the
like
big
that.
picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
You think I've seen all the endings
So
after
he
the boss's
resigned,
office? That's
willingly
kind of what I'm
accepted this
thinking too, but I
violent
want to
end
explore
to
this
his brief
place a
and
little
shallow
bit.
life. Farewell, Stanley.
Even if just to, like, see it. Go to the boss's office and then leave the boss's office. I didn't think you'd let me do
Farewell,
that.
Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body.
I think I
killing
get
him
what you mean.
instantly.
I'll try that. Can I... There's nothing here. Can't go that way. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? Early in development, designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Huh. How do you stay in shape? Sincerely, Michael the Rock Martin. Oh my god, that was so funny to walk in on. After the second trailer, we sent out people to email the narrator for questions. While we initially planned to use this in further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of them. Are you a rock? That was so funny. I don't think I've ever seen anything. Dear narrator, will the Stanley Parable have infinite quests? How many endings? If the Stanley Parable is really going to let me go shopping, oh, it will have a fine selection of desert boots. Cameron. Dead, strong, bad. How do you type with boxing gloves on? Dear strong, bad. That's funny. Oh. Evolution of Stanley's office over time. 11, 2012, 2013. Okay. It's so interesting, like these little things that change in development for no real reason. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as an audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game, though much of the environment has changed. The basic layout from this mock-up is still in the game. Oh, yeah. That's interesting. Ah. And there's the exit. And here's the switches. Oh. Oh, this is the apartment timer. Oh, okay. That's why my brain was like, maybe I just won't answer the phone. That's interesting. I'm glad I realized why I did that. Well, this way I think just go... Oh. Whoa. Hold on. What is that? Oh, that's that. Wait, well then what's this? It says exit. Oh. Right.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Goodbye, lady. You don't control me. Ooh, paper floor.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided
I feel like
that
we're
as soon as he
nearing the
found a new
limits of
space he felt
what
safe
this
in,
game will
that he
let me
would never
do,
leave
but
it
at the same
again
time, I
in
feel
his
like there
life.
must be so much more.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so Ash said go to the boss's room and then leave. Let me try that.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oops. Like this, Ash? Like that? Or do I need to go further inside? Yeah, see, that closes. This closes too. What if I go here and then I go down? Business strategy. I don't think I've tried going down yet. No. No. There we go. Try opening the door. You know what? You're so right. I forget about the ability to open doors from time to time. No. Money in the morning. Money in the evening.
Here's the door, just go.
And let's try these doors. No. Begin again. Okay, Ash, what's this other ending you want me to try? Okay, hang on. Okay, I'll pause it for a moment. The boss's door, you have to back out as it's closing? Oh my god. Which boss's door? The one that takes me into the front, the one that takes me into the stairwell, or the one that goes into his actual suite? The very first door. Okay, I'll try
All
that.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't even remember how we got to the space room anymore.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
Okay, I
left.
see you typed me wait. Yes, you're right. Okay. This is a
Yet there
little
was not a
against the
single
principle of the
person here
thing, but I
either.
do
Feeling a wave
I have to
of
make
disbelief,
content, and
Stanley
also
decided
this
to
is
go
how I
up
would
to his
play it.
boss's office. Coming
Is
to
I
a
would say,
staircase,
like,
Stanley
make this
walked
decision.
upstairs to his boss's office.
We won't tell you what it does. I don't know what the timing is. You mother... That's really hard. Ash, is there a different ending that I should try?
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo?
Go to the
He
catwalk
could no
again,
longer
okay.
recall.
Oh, that's how we got to the space room. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Okay.
well. Perhaps he wanted
Let
to
me
stop
see if I
by
can
the
figure it
employee
out from
lounge
there.
first, just to admire it. It was
I won't
okay.
do anything. Don't
But
do...
eager to get
don't
back
do
to
the red
business,
door, pick the
Stanley took the
blue door.
first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Sorry if you guys can hear my brother.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
like,
we've gotten off
yelling
on the
at
wrong foot here.
his own
I'm not your enemy,
group
really.
of
I'm
gamers.
not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Perhaps.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on
Oh,
your
that's
side.
true. I picked the red
Give me
door
a
last time.
chance.
So
Now
let me pick the
listen
blue
carefully,
door.
this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
How far is he going to let me
I still
go?
don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Oh, that's spooky. What's this room?
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Yeah, let's go this way. Ooh.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I'll go 5.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Let's take a look. Fascinating. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Oh my god. 2 seconds? Did you know that 21.3% of players skip the intro sequence? Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. 98.9%. This is you. How does it take you to get to the correct door? That's really funny. I like that a lot. Let's go this way again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers,
I think
please.
yes, that was really funny.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
This is great.
In this
Oh,
game,
the baby ending!
left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to
This
the
is the
right.
baby room he was
If
talking
reaches the
about.
fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Yo, what's up, Kyler Smiler? What a wild part for you to walk in on. Hey, do you guys think that there's an achievement for doing this for 4 hours? So you can literally play this way. Yep. Unfortunately, I have to let the baby burn.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh my god. I have to go to the bathroom so bad, but like I'm... Oh my god, it's
Is this
Minecraft?
any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
Oh my god, it's Minecraft like
Tell me
10
this,
years
then.
ago.
Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Where? Oh my god, it's like actual Minecraft.
Go here, no, here, and then.
This is,
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course, and just to finish it
this
all
is
off,
literally Minecraft.
yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed
I
at
miss
your
these
own
textures, I'll be real.
inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
No, they did a whole new texture pack. What was that, like 4 or 5 years ago? Yeah, no, they changed it. It's still basically this, but they redid the specifics of all the textures. I mean, I guess we're going in the dirt hut.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must
Are we
rebuild
playing
it out of
Minecraft?
diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
This is insane. We're playing Minecraft. This makes me want to actually just boot up Minecraft.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. I thought maybe I had, but no. Coal! I can't click on anything. Mushrooms.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5.
Spider sound.
Time
That was a
to
spider
save
sound.
this one. Okay, new game.
Guys, this is incredible. What's this one gonna be? No way. No way.
Yes, I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Oh my god. I was sitting here this whole time going, it'd be funny if they just threw Portal at it. Like this was a surprise, it's Portal. Oh my god.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
I just played this like a week ago.
Genius.
This is all made in the source
Actually,
engine.
you know what? I think that's plenty.
This whole
I really don't
game.
care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here.
That's
you can pretend you've
crazy.
beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room?
Oh, it's Stanley again. I was like, is it more Portal? Welcome to Aperture Science. I'm Cave Johnson. Oh my god. This game just lets you do whatever. And they thought about it. This feels like... What? Oh my god. Okay. I don't know. That I could not tell you. This is nuts. I would lose my mind if I think this came out pre-Skyrim. I think. But if it put you on... If it did the like, hey you're finally awake. The Legion caught you crossing the border into Skyrim. Oh my god, the doors. Walked right into that Imperial ambush. You say... I don't know. I think it might... If it was barely. Because this was about the time... This was, you know... The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Viktor Reznov died in the Gulag. This game was in July. Okay. Yeah, I was like, if it was before, it was close. Okay.
I wonder what he found.
Ooh.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
This is insane. Yeah, I just saw I got a message from you. Let me see if I can see it. At the two doors, your left, go to the staircase, enter it slowly. Alright, let's try that ending one more time, and then, wait.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
She sounds nice. I like her voice. That is so interesting. Like, what?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Okay.
he entered the door on his left.
See, Ash, we're encountering with this boss room. We're encountering
Yet
the
there was
limitations
not a
of
single
keyboard
person
versus
here
mouse.
Feeling a
Or,
wave
I'm sorry,
of
keyboard versus
disbelief,
controller.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
for
Coming to a staircase,
this
Stanley
exact
walks
sort of
upstairs
movement.
to his boss's office.
This is why I like, this is what I was talking about when I said I like, okay, let's do this very carefully. No! Oh, do you guys see that? That sucks so bad. I can't. It wouldn't let me close the door. No. Wait a minute. Oh no. This is not the ending that you sent me, Ash.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
Okay,
His
that's
boss would think
weird.
he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself,
Let's try it one more time. And then I have an idea for the end
Stanley
of the
had
game.
never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
I'm gonna
left.
do that one last time, and if I fail it, I have an idea. And then I think we're gonna
Yet
wrap
there
up
was not a
stream.
single person here either. Feeling a wave
Or
of
if you guys want,
disbelief,
I can just
Stanley decided to go up to his
figure
boss's
something else
office.
out.
Coming to a
But we've been going
staircase,
for about
Stanley
4
walked
hours.
upstairs to his
3.5.
boss's office.
You mother. Okay. Huh. Sorry, I got like real quiet because I'm like trying to figure this out. Try opening one of those doors on the way down. Oh, you know what I just realized? Is you said that I could, no, I haven't done it. You said that I could jump out the window in the apartment. I forgot to do that too. Okay, let's try. Oh, that's bizarre. Oh, okay, that's weird. Okay, well, alright.
Here's the door, just go.
Well, guys, this has been a very wild stream. I'm glad we played this, because I almost didn't. I was like, I don't know, maybe this is an off-stream game, but I'm glad we got to capture my reactions, and I got to see all of y'all's. Excuse me, I had a hiccup there.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he
Haven't seen this much of the game at all.
Find out?
Well, I am glad that I was able to enlighten you at the same time that I enlightened myself. Because this is...
Now the monitors jumped.
This is something. I
Their
see why
true
people
nature
love this so
revealed.
much.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
I remember
Stanley's
reviews
co-workers.
at the time were
lives
like...
of so many individuals reduced to
Oh.
images on a screen.
It's,
And Stanley, one of them,
you keep thinking that you've
monitored in
broken
this
it,
place where
but it
freedom meant
outsmarts you
nothing.
every single time. And I think that's crazy. And now I want to play the remaster.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe.
Too
It couldn't
horrible
be
to
true.
believe.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Never.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I do think you did good.
It was
Thanks.
the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
I got all the
labeled
big
with
endings on my own.
emotions. Happy.
Yeah,
or sad, or
I'm what you
content.
might call a
Walking,
thinker.
eating,
A modern
working,
day
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Vitruvian
And as
man.
the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again
I'm the
exert
video
its
game
terrible
boy.
power over another
I'm
human
the
life.
one who
For
wins.
he blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge.
It
or
is fun
even
how
power
different this
that
ending
he
feels
had
on a
been
first and
seeking,
final run.
but happiness.
I thought it would be a good
Perhaps his
send-off.
goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
It's funny, it feels, when you first play it, you're like, alright, this feels pretentious and like they're hiding something. And then by the end, you're like, you know what? I think he's right. Maybe you don't need to know everything. You just need to be, you need to find a way to be content in your life as it goes.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
We did it, guys. Waxing philosophic over the Stanley Parable. I think that's fully the intention. Which I think is cool. I love games that are like... I love it when a game is pretentious but can back it up. Like... I like this a lot. Something I can appreciate, but I don't like, are games like Limbo and Inside. I don't particularly enjoy them. I played both of them, and it was like, I mean, it was fine. I beat them both in like 5 hours each, but they didn't really say anything, except for, dang, doesn't it suck that sometimes life is a cycle of bad stuff? Whereas this is like, I don't know. What do you think it means to be human? It's like very, I like I said at the beginning, this has the same, well, told in a totally different way, and it gives a totally different vibe, but the underlying core nugget is very much the same thing as Nier Automata, and it's, what does it actually mean to be human? And do the choices that you make, are they what make you human? Is it the results? What is it? Anyway, everybody should play Nier Automata. That's the end of the Stanley Parable. That's the answer. That's the answer to the Stanley Parable, is you should play Nier Automata. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I believe, like I said, unless Twitch is lying, this is it. I should reach affiliate, which means I'm gonna spend some time. Once I get invited, it might take, I think it said it could take up to a couple weeks, but once I get it, I'm gonna set up some fun stuff for you guys, so that, like, I can take subs and things, but, like, that's not really the goal with affiliate, because there's not, it's fine. The goal is more to make it a more enjoyable experience for you guys, for things like channel points and polls and things like that. So I will make an announcement somewhere when that happens. I will start setting things up and being more quote-unquote professional. But for now, did someone say sub? Jerry with the threats. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on this multi-year journey somehow. But I think things are finally starting to click, and I'm enjoying it. I'm having the most fun I've had with this in a long time. So, thank you all for being here. I'm glad this was the game. This feels fitting. A game about choice and free will, and what makes you happy. So, being liberated from an office, it feels very fitting. But thank you guys so much. I will see you next time. That may be tomorrow, probably not, because it's 2 days in a row. And I have chores and things, but I'll make a post somewhere. But if you want to know when I go live, hit that follow button and make sure you've got notifications turned on. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thanks again. Have a good night, afternoon, morning, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.